Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Miss Andrea. Good morning, James. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a good and beautiful morning this morning, this Tuesday morning. Thank you, Andrea. I made and found all that myself. I'm going to be making a new one soon because I've done got better at it than when I first started doing. I'm also making sure I'm subscribed to you, Miss Andrea, because I don't think I was. But I started I started getting better at doing it when I first made that one. I was not the best at making intros. Well, you make sure you get some good donuts, sis, okay? And be careful out there and whatnot. I'm still sick, but I'm gonna keep going. That's all you can do. Um, but yeah, no. I When I first started making intros, I just did basic stuff. So I I have made better things for other people than I have myself. And I need to do that. Oh, Libra Gang, Creole sis, Andrea said, Libra Gang, what up? Gang, gang. Libra Strong. Getting you some coffee too. I'm going to tell you something. What I love, Creole, if I was over there at Dunkin', see, I'm going to say this Dunkin' is cheaper than Starbucks, and I like Dunkin' coffee. And you can get, I think after like buying so many cups of coffee, you get one for free or something, or you get discount. I forget what it is, but a friend of mine had that stuff. Um, I like getting like Boston creams. They're like my favorite donut. I love a good old Boston cream. I don't know why, but they are. I also love cherry cheese danishes too. Like yes, yes. I love pastries. You'll always choose Dunkin' Donuts over Starbucks. Starbucks to me is like overpriced as fuck. Like it kind of makes me mad and angry how much they charge for coffee. I make that same coffee at home. I got all the stuff to do it for like cents on the dollar compared to what they damn well charge you up there. The only way I would do it is if I had no choice, right? You're literally in a place and that's all the choice you got. And even then I'd probably still rather just go to the convenience store and pick up one of them iced coffees. You know what I'm saying? From the cooler section. Yeah, the coffee is overpriced and too strong and it's just like, bruh, I can make that same coffee at home for way cheaper. Like, you know, it's just to me, it's just because you want to have the pretty cup and say you paid for it. What up, classy cold love? But that's just me. To me, it's overpriced. Hey, Tainted Docket love, how you doing? You like their toasted caramel frap, but Mickey D's gives me that free with points. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, yeah, get your free coffee on. And you could get you a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and some orange juice. No, I'm sorry, I had a Medea moment. Um, but it's like cheaper, you know what I'm saying? So you get it for free, hell yeah. That's what I think, Miss Andrea. I think people do it for like the gram. You know how they say, I do it for Instagram or I do it for the TikTok. I think people do the Starbucks so they can have their name on the damn cup, that expensive ass damn motherfucking cup. I'm like, bitch, I'll go to Mickey D's and get me some coffee. I'll go to the convenience store. Y'all, if y'all want a good old caramel chocolate, go to Walmart. Okay. Now the expensive, it's not expensive. The Hershey brand is okay. The name brand one, but the off-brand Equate, I always say whatever the fuck it is, I don't remember. From Walmart, tastes good as fuck. Put about I don't know quite a bit in there in your coffee and pour your coffee in, and it tastes just like that expensive ass coffee from motherfucking Starbucks. You ain't got to pay all them damn prices. You can make that shit at home. Mm-hmm. That's what I heard, Miss Andrea. A lot of people do that. That they'll sit there and they'll buy that one cup and then they'll keep that cup forever, ever, and they'll start making it at home. I'm like, shit. I don't even want the cup. I don't even give a fuck. I know somebody who made the cup at home. They made their own Starbucks cup. Uh huh. I ain't sitting here. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't have to have a specific brand and people think I'm rich. I don't give a damn. Do you know the richest person I ever knew? Nobody knew this man had all the money in the world. He looked like a hobo for real. Like for real, real. Looked like a homeless man. People would try to stop and give him money. Do you believe he was the richest man in the entire area, owned most of the hotel systems? And because people saw him living in the hotel, they thought that he was poor or homeless or something like that. No, he stayed at the hotel because he got free stay because he owned the motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? He owned it. The richest man you would ever, like, rich. I'm talking about come from old money rich. Looked like he was a hobo, y'all. Oh shoot, no, we picked up some yesterday, Miss Andrea. We picked up some. They have some hibiscus tea mix and some peach tea, and it's all from Splendid. It's from Concentrate, and it ain't that expensive, believe it or not. And you can feel like you fancy. I'm gonna put her in here with you. Yeah, that's very true. Most of them people with real money, they frugal as shit. Good morning, Miss Raditha. Yeah, I got some. We got some peach tea because my dad likes peach tea, and he likes like peach flavored drinks and stuff. And and it's all sugar free. So let's say it's zero sugar, pretty much. So let's say that you got I know what you meant, Miss Andrea. Uh, let's say that you know what I'm saying. You like that kind of, yeah, they got it at Walmart, child. I get my son boba tea from Walmart. Shit, Walmart got everything. Walmart got everything, child. They got all different kind of teas now. Go down the tea aisle, man. They got everything. Shit. Walmart's the shiznit. Yeah, I don't like Panera Bread either. It's like their sandwiches are shit to me. I'm sorry. I'd rather go to like Firehouse Subs or um um what's that other one, babe, that's in where you're from that I always forget the name of? Jersey Mike's. Oh, there it is. It came to my mind. Jersey Mike's. I'd rather go to there. I'd rather go to hell. I'd rather go to Subway, and it's on the bottom of the totem pole nowadays. You get what I mean? Shit. What up, my racing beautiful? Panera just ugh. Last three times I got a sandwich from there, each one of them, and I tried to like them. I did. Now I heard their soups wasn't that bad. Some people like their soups and stuff, but their fucking sandwiches kind of suck ass. I admit it. I don't know. I don't know about y'all. Y'all might like it. Hey, Miss Jean, how you doing? Hey, TT, beautiful, how you doing? I'm trying to push through. I'm still sick. I got me some elderberry extract yesterday because that stuff helps boost your immunity. And I got me some Dayquil tabs because I don't like the liquid bullshit. You heard that the soups are good, but they run right through you. Shit, might be up in the bathroom 5 minutes later. You not taking any chances, Chad. I don't blame you. I tried their sandwiches and I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. Can't do it. Now, I will say that, I think also, like, okay, here's my question for the audience today. If you had to choose a fast food burger, which fast food burger would be your favorite? Like, if you had to stop at a fast food restaurant to get a burger, which one you going for? Oh, thank you, way up, dude. To the left of the track. So you like Burger King. I'm with Babe and I like Sonic because we got a good ass Sonic down here. And I love their garlic bacon cheeseburger. That bitch is off the chisang. Now, if I'm going cheap, they ain't even as cheap no more. I'd have to go with a McDouble, but that's like I'd still rather go for the Sonic though, because Sonic good as fuck. Oh, you don't have one nearby? I understand. Five Guys ain't too bad. I will say they got a pretty cool thing where they'll like over here, man, these dudes, they filled us up a bag full of fucking French fries, dude. I mean, like a big ass bag. I was like, shit. I didn't know they gave you this many damn French fries. Arby's actually has a banging deluxe burger. I've never really been huge on Arby's, so maybe I need to try that. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, okay, Buffalo Wild Wings has this bacon burger. It's a double bacon cheeseburger, and they put a bacon aioli on it. And child, that burger is good as hell. But I got a liver condition, so I can only eat that burger air once in a while. Air once in a while, because it's super greasy, child. What up, D Ham Show? Good morning. Blessings, blessings. I ain't never had Johnny Rockets before. I don't even know I ain't never heard of one. I might have to check that shit out. You like BK? I don't really eat a lot of it tainted. So when I do, it's like I have to, ooh, and also, but it's a local joint. So not everybody gonna have it. We have a place called Lamar's. It's like a local it looks like a shack, right? Looks like a little house, but they cook out of it. And I'm going to tell you something. It's the best barbecue. It's called Lamar's. If you're ever near Baldwin, Mississippi, look up a little spot called Lamar's. Now, I'm going to tell you something. From the outside, it don't look fancy and it don't look beautiful. But if you go to that motherfucker, So I got it. If I ever see Miss Andrea, I got you some Burger King. He lets you have it your way. And then you could go, Papa, I'm loving it. Okay. I'm just putting all the theme songs together at once. Like, think about it. Put all the catchphrases from the fast food restaurants together, and you can make a song. Have it your way. Ba-da-da-da. I'm loving it. See? That shit go together for some reason. I'm the same way. I'm a foodie. I love my food. I'm going to say this. I'm fluffy for a reason, bitch. I love my cake. Okay. And I ain't getting rid of my cake anytime soon. I might be able to lose weight, but some bitches can't lose ugly. So, you know what I'm saying? I can lose weight, but some of y'all bitches can't lose ugly. I can. I love that when people try to call you fat because you love to eat. I'm like, bitch, I just like to eat. And bitch, sorry you can't enjoy it and don't like it. It's on you. I love being myself. Shit, I love myself, and I have good conversations together. Myself, we sometimes have theological discussions. I will say, if I had to choose a favorite burger, it would be between Sonic's garlic bacon burger and Buffalo Wild Wings bacon burger they got. Oh my God. I will say, Classy Colt, that it has come down to a point that fast food burgers are not cheaper than sit down burgers. And that's crazy to me. Used to be the reason we all went to these places. Like, we went to Burger King, we went to McDonald's, we went to these drive-thrus because it was fast and it was cheap. Go price a fucking meal now at some of these places. Then go find you a good sit down that ain't overpriced. And I promise you, it's going to be about the same damn price. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about, right? How expensive fast food that used to be cheap, that's why we went there, right? Has become. Shit, McDonald's, if I got what I needed at McDonald's to get full, I could actually go over a little piece to a little spot called Skybox and get me a real deal Holyfield sit down restaurant meal. Good thing. Philly cheesesteak or a chicken sandwich souped up. Like, I get the fried chicken sandwich with some extra cheese and bacon and fries and a drink or whatnot for the same price that I pay at McDonald's, which is crazy to me. Think about that shit. It's crazy. Like you almost spend $20 just for a meal for yourself nowadays. Ain't that some shit? Like used to be you could take $5, $6. You know, I'm gonna say this: I don't know how Hardee's stays in business, because the only thing that I know most people say they eat at Hardee's is the breakfast. They eat the breakfast biscuits, chicken and biscuit, sausage and biscuit. But Hardee's always be open, and you don't never see nobody there, and they never go out of business. Ciao. Baby, it's more than just Joe Biden the reason that the food prices are high. It's everybody. It's all the government. You got to blame all of them. Every damn one of them. Because that's what a lot of people don't know. They try to say and put it on presidents, but even like people putting shit on Trump or all presidents, no matter which one you're talking about, you can name any of them. It ain't the president that makes all that shit. It's the Congress. You should really pay more attention. The president really doesn't have as much power as they think they do. Do you know what the president's main power is? He has power over the military. That's his main power. Anything he tries to pass has to go through the House and Senate first. Has to. Even if he makes an executive order, it has to go through there. They have to okay it. What up, pretty chocolate girl? Damn, ain't that shit? Classic Coast $10.99 for just a burger and some fries. You know what I'm saying? Think about what it used to be. That meal right there used to be fine. And it's getting crazy what they charging for drinks nowadays at the restaurants. Go to a restaurant, then look at your drink order. I'm talking about just a Coke or a Dr. Pepper. I ain't talking about no specialty drink. I ain't talking about no alcohol. I'm talking about just a Coke. They will charge you $3 to $5 for a drink. For a fucking drink. That's some booze shit. I hope you're having a good day, Miss Jill. I know you work. Oh my God, my friend is so excited for the poetry contest that's coming up that you're doing. He's super excited. Super excited. I never promised you a rose garden. I beg your pardon. I got to do that every time I see my pretty chocolate girl. I'm excited for it. It's going to be cool, Miss Jill. Oh, Bella's all up in your lap laying down. Oh, I know what that's like. Shit, I was sick yesterday and still had to cook, still got to clean. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about us is grown-ups is we don't get a day off. There ain't no sick days. What the fuck are sick days? You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't feel good, you still don't get a sick day. You still got to do your normal everyday shit, even when you're sick. Still had to take care of the puppies. Still had to make sure everybody got their breakfast and their suppers. Still had to cook and clean and take care of things. But yeah, I'm gonna say this, it's crazy to think about what it costs to just go out to eat nowadays. That's why a lot of people eating at home. But it's crazy to me that they charge you just about as much for your drink as they do your fucking entree. I'm like, this is some dude shit. Still had to keep pushing on. I know, right, Classy? $15 for a Big Mac meal. Ain't that some bullshit? You know, McDonald's used to be the cheapie. You'd go get from, a McDouble ain't even $1 no more. It's almost $3 for a McDouble. It's like $2.89 or right at $3 for a fucking McDouble. They used to be on the dollar menu. They ain't got a dollar menu, really. And everybody knows McChicken is shit. They done fucked up the McChicken so damn bad. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. I don't know if y'all knew this, but McDonald's used to sell a real chicken and biscuit in the morning, and now they just put basically made a miniature version of the McChicken chicken patty and put that shit on the motherfucking biscuit. And I'm still mad about that to this day, because I went to go get me a damn chicken and biscuit, and when I found out they put a fucking chicken patty on a chicken and biscuit, I was mad as hell. I was mad. Hey, Miss Melissa Scott, how you doing, beautiful? When I found out that, I was so mad because I'm so used to using real chicken for the chicken and biscuit, and I hadn't got one in so long. It'd been years, right? I was like, you telling me that they put a motherfucking McChicken patty on a chicken and biscuit? This is some bullshit. I was mad. I will say Taco Bell's still cheap though. You can go get that like $8 box, and it ain't bad at all, dog. It ain't bad. The little boxes they got nowadays is almost like bringing back the cheap shit. Hey, uppity love, how you doing? How's my Nala this morning? Is she doing good? That's why I don't even go out to eat no more. Like, think about it, man. You pay more for outdoor food than you do your own. It's some bullshit. That stuff was supposed to be cheap and easy. It ain't. And that's also why I make my coffee at home. She's in school. I bet she's loving it too. What grade is she in this year? Shit, I just realized we watched that baby grow up. We watched you have that baby. We watched that baby grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to think about, ain't it? I don't even know, dog. I don't know. Don't ask me. Ups, don't do that to me. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Then you're going to ruin Taco Bell for me. I can't believe that it's just sitting there thinking about how much time has passed. You get what I mean? You watch kids grow up. You know what I mean? It's like it's sitting here thinking about how everybody has grown. Like, when I first started in this sector, I remember before Brianna ever had a channel, before Pizarro ever had a channel, before a lot of these people even had their channels, and to watch to where they've grown to. I remember when some of these young ladies was young ladies, you know what I'm saying, in their early 20s, and now they in their 30s. Like, I've really watched them grow up. I've watched them grow up. It's crazy to think about the years that we all been around each other. Hey, Coffee No Creamer love. It is, to me, crazy. You know what I'm saying? To think about how much people have, you know what I'm saying, have grown, and how much people have, like, how much has went on in their life, and sitting there watching it. You get what I'm saying? From the outside. Really has. People don't stop to think the beef sector been around for a good little minute. A hot skip and a jump, because I had another channel before this one, and I created this one during the height of the beef sector. I think the beef sector was already about 2 or 3 years old when I created this channel back in 2017. I think it was already a few years old, because I had my other channel for the longest. It was just Charlie 87, and then I switched over this one. I didn't even realize that was you, Ups, when you used to go by your real name, which I will not repeat, even though you have been, you know what I'm saying? I'm still not going to repeat your real name, but I didn't realize that was you under your real name back then. Because so many people did change their name during COVID. I'm going to tell you that one. I came back. I took a time off, right? And every time I come back over there to Brianna's channel, people got new names. I'm like, wait a minute. Who this? And they'd have to tell me who they used to be and how they changed their damn name. Yeah, we was crazy. Hey, Gamecock Jenny. I never did use my full name. I always used Charlie. But my old channel, I used to have a green profile picture, because that was back in the days when you couldn't change your profile picture from a phone, and I didn't have a laptop back then, so I couldn't change my profile picture. It was the standard little C that they put on there. You know, I was back in the times. I remember when live streaming became for everybody, right? I remember when people started being able to do lives, and you had to have 1,000 subs back in the day to even go live. Like you had to have over 1,000 subbies just to go live. Then they lowered it. I remember when they lowered it, and you had to have 500 subs, but you could only still go live from a laptop with 500 subs. Then they made it to where even on cell phones, you know what I'm saying, you could go live. But I remember when shit like went through. Yeah, they acted a fool to get to that 1K too, because you couldn't go live without the 1K back then. You couldn't even go live. Nowadays, you can start from nothing and you can start going live if you have 50 subs or 100 subs. Well, you have to have 1,000 now to get monetized, but you can go live. You can go live after you get 500, I think, or I think it's even lower than that now. I think it's 300 or so. I forget what it is now. Good morning, Mr. William. And you have to have 1,000 subs to get monetized. You have to have 3,000 watch hours for the first one and 4,000 for the second one to get monetized. It's crazy. But like to even go live back in the day, you had to have 1,000. Yeah, yeah. It's you believe it's 500 subs to get monetized now? No, last I checked, they still had it, Miss Jill. When I got monetized, I had to have 1,000 subs to get monetized. Now to go live, I could have 500. You know what I'm saying? To go live, but the struggle was real back in the day. That's why I didn't go live back in the day. I didn't have no 1,000 subs. Shit. And I really was just moderating and, you know, being in the, you know, just a subscriber back then. I didn't start going live, obviously, to this year. I just hit my 1 year mark, speaking of which. But I've been in the beef sector for a long time. I still can't believe some of them new people. I'm talking about the newbies. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Didn't know I'd been in this sector so long. I'm like, I've been here forever. I left for a little while though when some of them new people came in, so that's maybe why they don't. You know what I'm saying? I did leave for a little while. About 2 years I left. You know what I'm saying? I'd come back occasionally. I'd go visit Lady Nika and I'd go visit Sirius Bayless and I'd go visit Bree, you know, when she'd go live. And then I watched Miss Bizarro again. I was like, oh my God. I remember the call-in shows before people started using StreamYard. I was actually laying down, Miss Jean. And then one of my friends, she did poker night last night, and I show up every Monday night for her poker night for her. I was over there sick as a dog, but child, I did it. But happy birthday to all of the Libras out there. I want y'all to know that y'all are special. And I would have loved to have been to Miss Bizarro's thing last night, but I really ain't felt good. I'm getting sick as hell. It was you know she always does a nice little thing for all the you know the does a party every month for or you know a season party for whatever's going on. Thank you. You gotta chill. How you doing this morning? Hell, you mad as fuck you was trying to earn you some StreamYard money? Hell, that's where part of my paycheck for this channel goes through. So I want to thank everybody that's a member on my channel because y'all don't realize that's what helped pay my damn StreamYard bill because that shit ain't cheap. Fuck StreamYard's $44.99 a fucking month. That's some bullshit. It's bullshit. That shit way too expensive. Happy Libra season to all my beautiful Libras out there. Oh, you chilling with the grandbaby. You know you gotta take those special moments with them grands. Cause I'm gonna say this, I'm not old enough, nor is my son old enough to have any yet, but one day, hopefully not for a long time. I can't wait to have those in the future so I can spoil them and send them home. Get them all the racket making toys and all that good shit. That's gonna be fun. Cause I'm only 38 and my son's will be 18 his birthday, but I don't want him to have kids for a while. I want him to enjoy his young life and enjoy being a kid for as long as he can. You know what I'm saying? Being young. Hey, Smooth Carter. How you doing, Smooth Carter? Ooh, you had a baby young. You got it. Well, I was 19 when actually I just turned 20 when I found out I was pregnant with mine. He'll be 18 his birthday. I found out on my 20th birthday. I was like, "Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me." So I spent my 21st birthday taking care of this to be 1 year old. So basically, every year that I turn, his next birthday he'll turn. So as I'm 38, he'll turn 18. When I turn 39, he'll be turning 19, so on and so forth. When I turn 40, he'll be 20. I still can't believe he's that old though. You was just a little fast, just a little. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 19 by choice. I was scared, child. I didn't want to be a statistic. I was a scared little children. I was a scared little children, so I didn't do nothing like that because I was afraid. You know what I'm saying? But my friend, one of my friends in high school, I had two friends in high school that got pregnant during high school. One of them, she got pregnant real early on, but she gave that child up for adoption, which now they have a great, relationship together. But she did the right thing. She wasn't but 15 years old. Actually, she was just turning 15 when she found out she was pregnant. So she did the best thing, in my opinion, for herself and that child. Um, and the child understands why she did what she was real young. She was like a ninth grader in high school. I don't even think she was 15 yet. She might have been, but she was real young. And then two of my other friends got pregnant during senior year. And one of my friends got pregnant on graduation night with her child. She got pregnant graduation night. Hey, that's all that counts. You got to chill. You made it. You went to college. You did your thing, Thizzle, and you raised that baby. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is so lucky. So that's a good congratulations and a pat on the back right there. You were 23. Ah, you made it. You made it longer than most people did. I'm gonna tell you this: pat yourself on the back if you did something like that, because to be able to stay in school, not drop out, take care of a young child, because it's a lot to take care of a baby, um, and a toddler during that time. While you trying to study, while you trying to do things, you know what I'm saying? You made it to the top, and that's all that matters. Pat yourself on the back. I'm gonna say that. Hey, Mr. Jasper Rocks, you gonna have you a 29-year-old? See, Grayson, I don't think you that like every time you say that, I'm like, Grayson ain't old enough to have a kid that old. I just be like, mm. And see, that's another thing. You made sure your kids didn't follow what you did and wanted them to be a kid as long as they could because you knew how hard it was for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want that for your kids. Because it is hard. And we all know that when you're young and you're a parent. They don't make no rule book for being a parent. You know what I'm saying? They don't make no rule book. You just got to do your best of your ability. They don't hand you a rule book when you first have a kid. You got to learn by, you know what I'm saying, like making mistakes. And hopefully your mistakes ain't terrible ones. Now I got to tell y'all something. Have y'all seen? I'm gonna tell you something. It breaks my heart every time I see this baby, Krishan Rock. Every time I see Junior, tears come to my fucking eyes. I don't know about y'all. I don't hate on the young girl, but what I do hate on her about her choices, her choices to drink and do drugs while pregnant made that baby have that condition. And she is in denial, not wanting to get that baby help. Early intervention is the biggest thing when it comes to any child with a disability. It's the faster that you can get them into occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, um, the better they can get on track. You get what I'm saying? For where they need to be. And that every time I see that, it makes me tears come to my eyes because that poor baby is 2 years old now. and can't focus and do things because of her drinking and doing drugs while pregnant. She was in denial while pregnant and not wanting to take responsibility. She was out there living her best life, not realizing you can't be doing that shit while you're pregnant. And nobody thought to sit her ass down in her family and make her, like, you get what I'm saying? Sit your butt down. You are pregnant. This is what can happen if you do this. That baby, as sure as I'm sitting here, has fetal alcohol syndrome. Sure as I'm sitting here. That is true, ups, and every kid is different, so it's never the same experience. You might have one kid that is quiet and good. You might have another kid that's a hellion throwing shit off the walls. I'm just saying. Good morning, Mr. Rubin. It breaks my heart. I don't know if any of y'all have kept up with Chrisean Rock and what's going on with that baby. And that's the only reason I know who Blueface even is. We were talking about that. I forgot whose channel we was talking about. He was talking shit about Chris Brown. And yeah, I'm going to say this, ups. If you look at this, she was drinking while pregnant, drinking alcohol, and not like, oh, a glass of wine. No, I'm talking about she was straight up drinking liquor and putting it down and partying at clubs while pregnant. And clubs were hiring her to and letting her drink. You get what I'm saying? And promoting that shit. Yeah, she's still doing that baby wrong. That's what breaks my heart. Because that baby needs early intervention. She's in denial. Ain't nothing wrong with my baby. Baby, just get, you've done it now. There's nothing you can do to take back what you did. So now you got to live with the consequences and get that baby help. Don't be in denial, because early intervention could help him. But the quality of life that this child is looking at, it's not good. It's not. It depends on how severe his fetal alcohol syndrome is. Some people with fetal alcohol syndrome do actually or able to live a semi-normal life, semi-normal. But if it's severe enough, it could affect to the point that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this, ups. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do nothing while I was pregnant. All I did was take my little prenatals. And I still ended up having my son early, which that's what kills me, is to see somebody who is given a blessing and they care more about themselves. Like, she cared more about her and getting back at Blueface than she did care about that baby. And she bragged about having the baby's 2 years old now. I still call it a baby. And it's, yeah. Let me show y'all so y'all see what I'm talking about. It's really sad. Really sad. Like, the poor baby. It breaks my heart into a million pieces to see what this child has went through and is going through. He's 2 now. And it just breaks my heart. You know what I'm saying? To see this baby go through it because she was more worried about a man, more worried about partying, more worried about this, that, and the next than she was her child. It really does. Like, I as a parent, as someone who loves their child, I just, like, this is when the baby was a little bit younger. She just did an updated video and he's about 2 years old now. But the baby can't keep focus. Like, when the baby's trying to look at other people, he can't keep his eyes focused. He can't. It's a lot, and it's really sad. Really sad. And she decided to do drugs. And the baby's a beautiful little boy. And I don't think she's doing right by him. He's it just breaks my heart. It does. Like, she's always using things for, like, attention, even, and it's really sad. Like, That poor baby. Your half sister died when she was 2. Oh, did they do a DNA and Blueface ain't the daddy? Because I thought that they did one and that he was the daddy. Yeah, it what's sad about this situation, Miss Rubin, is the beautiful like baby, and because of her more worried about herself, this baby's going to now um, have to go through a lot of things, and it's really heartbreaking. It really is, in my opinion, that she cares more about herself than this child. I was trying to see if I could find a news article about this situation so that y'all could see. But the sad part is she cares more about herself, and it's really sad. I hope somebody look up Ronnie. Y'all, she was out here sleeping around, so yeah, she keeps refusing the DNA test. Oh, that's messed up. That's messed up. She's giving that baby medications to try to keep that baby from crying so she can go party. Man, I really hope somebody does something because that baby, I'm worried for that child. Like the baby's 2 years old. If fatal alcohol syndrome is real, if you look at the amount of distance his eyes are apart from each other, the nose, the facial structure, if you look up fatal alcohol syndrome, he has all the classic signs. And we saw her drinking on camera at parties. You know what I'm saying? We saw it. We saw her literally at these parties um, drinking and doing drugs. So it's like you see it. Yeah, they've also went back and forth and saying they did a DNA, they didn't do a DNA. It's just I think they're doing it all for clout. They're using the baby for attention, and I don't think none of them truly care about that baby like that. I really don't. It's really sad. I was trying, but I feel so terrible for that baby though. She needs to get that baby early intervention and stop being so damn worried about herself or what people gonna say or all this other stuff because it's I'm getting off that because I'm gonna tell you something. It just makes me mad. Hey, Crazy Brat Love. I think she just needs to do what's right. That's really sad, Mr. Rubin. That's really, really sad. And here's the thing: I hate when people think more about themselves than they do their children. Because if you're gonna be a parent, be one. And I will say, a lot of people be hating on John Cena for his choice not to have children, but he said he would be too selfish. So, like, good on him for understanding and not trying to bring in a child into the world if he's not going to actually be present. Because you got to think about those wrestlers and their time on the road. They spend a lot of time away from their families. So, therefore, their kids don't get to see them often. And he would rather be present. He said if he was going to do that, but he realizes he's too selfish, which, hey, if he knows that and he's choosing not to do it, good. Because there'll be one less child that'll be fucked up in the head. All these people doing this and I just can't believe she'd run around. And then people making excuses for her. Don't be hating on her. Even if you're a fan of her, you got to say that's fucking wrong. That's what killed me about some of her fans when she was pregnant and drinking. Nobody stood up for that baby. It was all, y'all shouldn't be talking about her like that. I don't give a fuck. This bitch was drinking and doing drugs while pregnant and fucked up her baby. Okay? I have a reason to be pissed off. I don't even know the lady. I'm not hating on her for no other reason. I'm hating on her because she had a life in her belly and should have thought more about it. You know what I'm saying? Should have thought more about that baby than her damn self and partying and drinking and doing drugs and letting this one and that one all up in her while she pregnant. Here's the thing. She could have caught any disease while pregnant because she was out here sleeping around with dudes unprotected and passed it on to that baby. So she didn't give a damn about that baby while it was in her belly, and somebody needed to whoop her ass because of it. I'm just saying. On GP. I will say she is in a better place, and you know what I'm saying, and don't have to deal with all the BS. And it may have been the best thing that ever happened because she doesn't have to live in this life with hurt and pain and all the things that could have been wrong with her. She actually gets to live a full life in heaven. But yeah, I do think that a lot of people be hating on John Cena because he didn't want to have kids, but to me, that was a responsible decision. And another thing that used to tick me off about Christiana is, yeah, I had 6, 7, 8 abortions. Bitch, why don't you use protection or get yourself fixed or, make sure you're on a birth control that actually works? You're over here just sleeping around with people raw. You're going to get something the Ajax won't rub off. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some, because y'all know we've all heard the rumors about all the stuff that goes around at them celebrity parties and how people wound up with the burning, the itching, and the bumps. Y'all know we've heard about it. Mm-hmm. Y'all know they be talking about that they be walking around with that there's a big, huge outbreak in the celebrity world of like herpes and 3 letters and all that stuff because they just be sleeping with each other without nothing. Your ass got me. Yeah, that it does. It bothers me like how those a lot of those people are so worried about themselves, they don't think about, you know what I'm saying, the baby. They don't think about what it's going to, like all them doing this online in front of God and everybody. And this child's going to see all this stuff when this child gets older, if in case this child has a sense to do so. I don't know, because I don't know the medical diagnosis, right, of the child. I don't know. She has never fully came out and said it. People can speculate because of certain things when she goes live and you see the child's eyes not focusing. The child barely can hold their head up and they're 2 years old, and yet has the physical ability of a 6-month-old baby at 2 years old. That child needs early intervention. Everybody knows early intervention is key. It is key. I used to preach this to a friend of mine. She was in denial about her son's speech patterns. And he wasn't speaking at like 4 years old. He was saying one word utterances. A 5 or a 4-year-old should be speaking in sentences. And early intervention is key. I'm telling you, if you know anybody or even you yourself, don't be in denial, because even if it's a small thing and it's nothing extremely serious, lay down. I can't, y'all done messed up the cover. I can't fix it. And oh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, my dogs are acting crazy right now. Get under the blanket, lay down. I can't pick it up no further. Sorry. You just got to deal with it. Anyway, as someone who is an advocate for that, because as I have a child with mild cerebral palsy, his does not affect him mentally, it affects him physically. But I got him in therapy with early intervention when he was a year old. And it does wonders. It does. Don't it ups. It does. Early intervention is key with any child that possibly has, and even if it's just a small thing, like a slight form of dyslexia or a slight thing of this, believe it or not, for a lot of kids, if they have that early intervention, they end up not needing more when they get older. And there's some kids that certain things can be worked out through therapy very early on. Now, sometimes kids will need lifelong physical, occupational, speech therapy, or at least for a long time. But for some kids, it can be easily fixed within the first few years of life. So it depends on what the child has wrong with them, right? But early intervention is key, and it does wonders and can put a child on the right track. Hey, Miss Beth, I totally get that, Miss Rubin. Sometimes you know what's best. And I'm going to say this, when my brother passed away, I wasn't as sad as people thought I should be, but it was because I knew my brother was in a better place with no pain, no hurt. He could walk finally. He could talk. He could do the things that he never could do on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And it took me quite a few years to mourn him, because I was also like, I mourn my selfishness of missing him and loving him, right? But I don't or didn't want him back to suffer, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying. They took, because you got him in early intervention, they took off speech from his IEP by the time he's 5 years old. And because you started the early intervention. Early intervention is key. It really is. There's a lot of things that if you work on them quickly, it can resolve itself. The child can get back on track of where they're supposed to be. But if you, like, she waited till he was in kindergarten for the teachers to do something. And by that time, he was behind his classmates. By that time, this child should have had early intervention by the time he was 1 or 2 years old. But she was in denial. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Sometimes we've got to understand that we have to put aside pride and do what is best for our child. When you are a parent, it's not about you anymore. You are a human, yes, but it's about that child. Everything in life is about that child. And even if the child is 18, you're still a parent until the day you leave this world. You will never stop being a parent. Now, your parenting will change as they get older. When they get grown, you can't be so hands-on. You got to let them learn and do things, but you're still a parent until the day you pass away. You're still mom, you're still dad. You know what I'm saying? That don't end. It just changes as they get older, right? It changes from, I don't need to wipe your butt no more. You can do that yourself. I have to take a step back and let you fall and falter, even though I do not want you to. I know that I have to let you do that or you'll never learn, right? And that's when when they get older is when you can become your child's friend. You're still their parent, and you always will be. Sometimes we are our own children's best advocate because we know our child better than they do. Because you got to think about it. They're not with your child every single day of the every hour. Hey, Miss Catherine, you are. I miss my brother. That's because I truly like love my brother to death, but I also am happy that he's not in pain anymore and he's not suffering. You know what I'm saying? But I do miss him all the time. I miss his laugh. I miss his smile. I miss his little things. You know what I'm saying? I miss when he bit me when we were kids because I thought I could give him chocolate and then I thought he was getting choked and then I was freaking out and I almost got in deep trouble. But I miss those little things. I'm gonna say the same thing, Miss Jill. I am not in a rush for grandbabies, but when I do get them, child, I'm gonna love them up, and I'm gonna spoil them. I'm gonna spoil the bejesus out of them. Thank you, Ups. He's been gone for over 20 years now. He passed away before 9/11 happened. Hey, LD, how you doing? Good morning. Yeah, I'm gonna say this: you have to be your own advocate too, not just for your children, but for yourself. This goes for any grown adult because a lot of times, you know your body better than anybody else does. And if you feel something's wrong and a doctor don't want to listen, get a second opinion. And if you don't, get a third opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my brother passed away when I was 13 years old. Even though he was older than me, my brother was almost 18 years old when he passed away. It was like he was my little brother my entire life because of his special needs. And that's why I am an advocate for special needs children because, um, you know, there's so much. Being a special needs parent, I also used to be a part of quite a few support groups because special needs parents really sometimes feel sequestered, if that makes sense. They feel because they're so worried about their child all the time. There's so much that goes into child caring and taking care of that child that a lot of times they feel overworked, overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And sometimes they just need to talk to somebody about it. And I'm gonna say this as a special needs parent myself. When my child was younger, we went to physical therapy, occupational therapy. He had so many doctors, so many things they had to deal with when he was younger. Went through surgeries, all kind of stuff. Um, it can feel overwhelming at times. And don't beat yourself up if you feel overwhelmed. Just take a moment for yourself and don't feel guilty for taking a moment for yourself. A lot of special needs parents actually feel guilty for taking a moment for themselves. Like, I mean, a bubble bath. I don't mean nothing crazy. I mean, sitting on the toilet, And taking a shit, sometimes they feel like they're doing too much for themselves. All right. I'm talking about simple things that people take for granted. Special needs parents can't take their eyes off their kids for a split second. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of special needs parents feel overwhelmed. There's a lot that goes into the care of a special needs child. And don't beat yourself up if your child's asleep, you take a moment for yourself. Don't do that. That's when I always took my moments. When my son was asleep, I would go take me a good old bubble bath. You know what I'm saying? I would decompress from the day, all those things. It really is, Miss Beth, sometimes. Hey, Mr. Wyatt, how you doing? Your dad never spoke of it? I bet that kind of made you angry, though, because he acted like it didn't happen. That shit would piss me off. I don't know about you, but I don't know how you felt about it. But me, myself, and I would probably feel a little angry. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd probably have a little anger in me. You wasn't angry? I probably would have been a little bit upset. Miss Jill wanted to know, Miss Catherine, did she say good morning, child? She's been in and out of chat. She said, child, I apologize if I didn't. I don't remember if I did or didn't, but I've been so busy. I basically just summed that up for you, Miss Jill. Y'all wasn't angry at all. I probably would have been a little bit. Yeah, you got to take a little bit of you time. You got to decompress from the day. You got to take a little bit of time to take care of yourself. Hey, misbehaving. Oh my God, I ain't seen you in so long. How you doing? Oh my God, I miss you and love you and just had to say that, misbehaving. I ain't seen you in so long. How you been doing, beautiful? My brother, the reason that he was born with the disabilities he was born with is my brother was born early and he was born with the cord wrapped around his throat and he passed away 4 or 5 times. And that caused a lot of health issues for him. He wasn't supposed to live. They kept saying he's not going to live to be a year old. He's not going to live to be 6 months old. He's not going to be living to 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old. He was almost 18 years old when he passed away. Hey, Miss Betty, good morning. So they kept saying that, but doctors, my mom always said one thing: just because they wear white, don't mean they always right. Sometimes, even if you get one opinion from one doctor, you might need a second opinion. You get what I'm saying? Always get your second and your thirds. Just saying. Here's my question for everybody. If you had to pick a favorite sweet treat or treat, let's say you like savory treats, what would it be? Yeah, he probably lived with that, Mr. Rubin, with his regret and the pain from that for the rest of his life. And they may not say it out loud and you may not see it, but they still live with that. Hey, VV love. Oh, I had so much fun with you this weekend too, boo. It was awesome. And your total non existent husband. You like good mixed nuts with chocolate. Mr. Rubin said he like him some brownies. I love brownies too. You like the Heath bar cookies? Ooh. Well, Mr. Wyatt, if anybody could do it from being stubborn, it'd probably be you. You'd probably still be up there like, I'm 152. They told me I wasn't going to make it, but I'm here. Oh, that actually, yeah. See, look, like, I loved, oh my God, hey, Steph is home. Oh my God, I miss you. Okay. I just had to say that, Stiffy. I missed it. You while you were gone? Yeah, I know, y'all. I'm so good. It's so awesome to see Stiffy. And Miss Beth told you, Miss White, she 83, so she knows what you mean. She said she gonna live to be 153 just to outdo you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And we dreaming. Stiffy's not really here. We're dreaming, y'all. It's not real. Okay. Got to do the fake, Ooh, it's all a dream. Okay. I had so much fun this weekend. I got me some D&D dice earrings. I got me some little skull earrings. They're so cute. Um, but we went and we had fun this weekend. We had a festivals. We went to the Pride Parade this weekend. It was awesome. It was awesome as hell. It was cute. Stiffy said that Stiffy is a ghost right now. Y'all don't see her. Ooh, she's over here being a ghost in the chat. So shh, don't tell nobody. Hey, crazy brat, my love. Crazy brat, crazy brat. Did you get rid of the new husband already and give him to to Watcher yet? Or are you still not giving him up to Watcher just yet? No, see, everybody processes differently. Yeah, I want to see the pictures after we left because we were trying to get home before it got too dark. And I was so tired, VV. I ended up falling asleep early, child. Um, I wore myself out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take it differently. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Rubin? So don't feel like you're being insensitive. Some people, like me, myself, and I, a lot of people don't see me cry during something, but they don't realize I do it in my own time. I process differently. You know what I'm saying? It's cold, it's raining, and it's gloomy, but you don't feel like taking a walk, but you need to get you some food. Chow, order in. You know what I'm saying? But I know that something, Miss Jill, you like to do your walks for your, it keeps you active, all those good things, and some people it makes them feel better. Child, you good, VV? You know I could switch topics like I could switch t-shirts. Child, I got ADHD. It works great. Yeah, I think we partied so hard that we got sick. I think we got in that heat for too long and it made us sick because it was not hot that day, but it was just the sun was out. I think I stayed out in the sun too long. I might have made myself sick doing that. Oh, you trying to stay away from them delivery folks, child? Yeah, them fees be crazy too. You ever looked at a DoorDash or them other delivery fees? You ever looked at them fees, child? I only did that once. We only did that one time. Mm-mm. The only way I would do that is if, because there's certain things you can only get on DoorDash, and I have never tried a Mr. Beast burger, but I heard those bitches were good as fuck, and Mr. Beast fries. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to pay them fees. Like, Oh, you was out there wobbling electric sliding? Child, I told the dance person, I told him, I said, y'all should have did the cha-cha slide for y'all teaching people how to do a line dance. Y'all should have did the cha-cha. You had a bad habit? Oh, snap. You had to break that habit. So let me not suggest that again, Miss Jill. We done got Miss Jill in trouble, y'all. Just started her another bad habit. Let me not do that. Oh, they did the cha-cha. Maybe my suggestion hit it. Maybe my suggestion hit, VV. Because I told them they should have did the cha-cha slide or the Cupid shuffle. So maybe my suggestion hit. Same, Mr. White. Now I can't get no door. I don't even want to know what the delivery fee, if you could get food delivered all the way out where I live. Cause yeah, I don't even want to know what that delivery fee would be. I live way too out in the deep woods. I will say, VV, that we have a thing called Tupelo to go. You can sign up for that. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, what up, baby shark? Good morning. It is a lot of money, Miss Jill. Technically, it really is. That's why I would only do it under certain circumstance. Like it had to be like I can't drive, and there's a reason why. Let's say I went to a wedding or something, and I had a couple drinks with my husband in, and we were at a hotel, and we couldn't walk to go get the food. Or let's say, because I don't drive, but let's say he was blitzed or something, that would be the only way. And that would be very rare occurrences. Or let's say we were traveling and we were super tired and we needed something to eat, but we couldn't go get it ourselves. But even then, most of the time when we're traveling, we'll go get our food. We don't do delivery to the hotel room. We mostly just go out and go find a restaurant, go eat, and then go pass out. You tired? You think you're getting sick, but you just did 34 hours straight. Hell, you may be tired and just need some rest, baby shark. You could be getting sick from overwork, but there is a possibility that if you take you a good old sleep, you might feel better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if you don't get enough sleep or enough rest and your body's exhausted, you'll feel sick. And then once you get that rest, you feel better. So I would suggest, first suggestion is get you some Sambucol or some elderberry extract. Take you a shot of that. 10 milliliters is what's recommended, which is 1 teaspoon. And take that. It'll help boost your immune system, get you some rest, and then see how you feel. I do cook. We do cook most of our meals at home, but we go out occasionally. But most of our meals are home cooked meals. It's just cheaper, better. You can control what you put in it, how much grease is in it, how healthy it is, all those other things. You can control the percentages of things that are put in the food too. I myself, like, okay, so here's my question. If you knew that tomorrow was your last day on earth and you had to choose a last meal, what would it be? Stevie said, put all the grease in it, all of it, I say. Oh, I'll tell you this, Miss Catherine. Oh, and happy birthday to your son, Miss Catherine. Happy birthday to Miss Catherine's son. Happy birthday to him. Uh, my son loves Japanese hibachi. He loves. We go to a ramen house around here. He loves that shit. He absolutely adores Chinese and Japanese restaurants and anything that has to do with them. And steak is good for you unless you have too much iron in your system. Now, steak can be a hindrance for someone who can't have red meat. Some people can't eat red meat for certain health reasons. Now, Baby Shark, my husband would probably agree with you on that. A nice tomahawk steak and a beef Wellington, he would probably agree with you on that. Beef Wellington is one of his faves, and we all love a good old tomahawk steak now, if it's done right. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, VV. You being married to a chef and all. Hey, you know what I'm saying? He loves to cook and you love to eat. That's all that matters, right? And shit, having your own personal chef as your husband, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a 5-star restaurant chef, you know what I mean, as your hubby. You're like, I get all the good food. Me, myself, and I think my last meal, I would have to choose my mama's fried pork chops. And she does these little potatoes with like seasoning and stuff. I would have the potatoes. I would have the fried pork chops that my mama does. And I haven't had those in so long. Like when I say so long, it's been a couple of years. Um, I love her fried pork chops though, but we don't eat them all the time because technically she can't eat pork no more because she got gout, and so we don't even fuck with pork. But it's been years. Oh snap! You spent 400 on the date night the other night, and took your woman up to an upscale fine dining experience. You would add fried shrimp as well. You would cook steak, lobster, potatoes, corn, and broccoli, and add a little bit of fried shrimp as well. Shoot, I'm gonna say this, Miss Catherine. If I knew it was my last day, I'm going balls to the wall, and I'm gonna eat all the things that I cannot eat normally. I'm getting drunk as a fucking skunk because I do not drink, right? And I'm gonna do all the things that I know I normally couldn't do. You get what I'm saying? Not terrible, crazy things, just you know. I'm gonna eat all the fatty foods, all the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? The best steak, well done, not burnt. Mac and cheese, yams, some greens, coconut rice, potato salad, candy yams, and a peach cobbler with a thick crust. That's what Ubby said her last was gonna be. See, mine's gonna be my mama's fried pork chops, them little potatoes she make with the seasoning, and her baked mac and cheese. I gotta go with her baked mac and cheese. I want a banana pudding for dessert, and also because she makes homemade banana pudding. And on top of that, I want some with all the cookies and less bananas. Um, and a big ass slice of chocolate cake or brownies or cookies. I want something, in that direction, and a big old bowl of ice cream, Moose Tracks to be exact. Yeah, I'm gonna go balls to wall, and yeah, I swear. Yours would be the sausage braid, green bean casserole, and a tomahawk steak. Yeah, I'm going all in. If I knew it was going to be my last one, I'm just saying I'm going all in. I'm gonna eat all the things I'm not supposed to have. I You make sure, hey, at least you out here washing your ass. Some of these people ain't out here doing all that. So you getting up, taking your shower, and washing your ass. At least you ain't walking around here stinking with some BO. You know what I'm saying? Some of these motherfuckers need to wash their ass. Some of these motherfuckers don't do that. So hi, go get so fresh and so clean, Mr. Rubin. And one for the record, I forgot to do this when you walked in, but let me go ahead and do this.
Blah.
Okay, you know I had to do it. I had to do it. If y'all didn't know, that's actually Mr. Rubin's laugh. That's a for real, real, real. Yeah, you'd give anything to have your grandmama smothered steak. And I bet it was good as hell. Ups, I bet she did it right. I bet she did it right. Let me do this. Let me do this for the one time. For the one time.
Blah.
Okay, I love that damn soundboard. I gotta stop, y'all. I'm addicted to the soundboard. I have issues. I'm gonna say this. My grandmama's my, I would love to have anything with my great grandmama's cooking. Not my grandmama. My grandmama on both sides, they wasn't the best. I just tell you the truth, they was not the best cooks. Mm-mm. Oh, butter pecan. Hey, Ups, did you know they made a zero sugar um, butter pecan ice cream now? Yeah, I got my mama some the other day. And they have a zero sugar chocolate syrup. So if you're trying to cut back on the calories of the sugar intake, you know what I'm saying, just for your health wise, they got it nowadays. I got some for my mama. She was so excited. She was so excited. Now, what I would love is when I was younger, my mama used to make homemade, homemade ice cream when we was little with the old school churner thing that you had to, the wood one you had to do the handle and you had to just keep turning it and turning it. Child, I loved when my mama would make that when I was a kid. It was so good. You forgot about the beef Wellington. See, some baby shark said he'd have a beef Wellington and a tomahawk steak. He don't know what else to go with it, but that's for sure. Y'all know what I'm craving? I am craving. Uh, I am craving a good old salad. Like I want a good old loaded salad with everything. But my salad ain't healthy. I admit it. I'm bad. I put all the bad stuff in the salad. I do. I mean, it still got lettuce in it, if that counts. It still got lettuce. But I do. I put all the bad stuff in lettuce. I want the eggs. I want the croutons. I want the topper stuff with the seeds in it and all that stuff. I want the bacon bits, the real bacon, not the fake shit, because I don't like the imitation bullshit. Give me the real. I'm gonna put me some ranch on it, some cheese on it, and I'm gonna get me some crackers, and I'm gonna eat it. And it's gonna be so good. Mm. Yeah, they have all kind of nowadays zero sugar things for people who are diabetic. Both my parents are. I even made. There's this lady on here. I'm going to share it out to y'all again. She made a zero sugar pecan pie. Do you know how hard? Because my dad, when he became diabetic, that was his favorite pie for Thanksgiving, and he couldn't have it anymore. And so I actually looked it up and I found this one lady who makes it amazing. I've shared it before in the past. I have to go back and find the video. But this lady, oh my God, I made it. It was literally exactly the same as old school ways. It was just as good. It looked just as pretty. And they said it tasted just the same. And she used zero sugar, maple syrup, the brown sugar, all those things, and you can buy it all. And she did an amazing. I need to find that video again for y'all because if you have diabetics in your family and they love pecan pie, um, she did awesome. This lady did awesome. I need to find her again because oh my God, when I found her and I did that recipe, oh my God, it was so awesome. I need to, and it came out pretty. Oh, it was so pretty. I got to find her video again. I do love my eggs. Now, I will. If it was your last meal, you would have a pile of mashed potatoes with white sausage gravy, corn on the cob, deviled eggs, and a 72-ounce porterhouse steak. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody's hollering steak, though, just about. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, steak is good, though. I had a porterhouse. My grandmother loved porterhouse. They were her favorite. Like, when she wanted to grill out and she wanted to do it big, she always did a porterhouse. Always. She believed in them porterhouses, I'm telling you. She might do a filet mignon every once in a while, but them porterhouses, that was her go-to. You did all of the engineering for a house last week, and today you get an email that the architect wants to change everything. Oh, that's some shit, Frog. Oh, that's some shit. I'd be mad as hell if I was you. Hold on just a minute. I also got to do something right now.
I'm Mr. Frog. This is my show. I eat the bug. I'm Mr. Frog. This is my show. I eat the bug.
Okay, so I have to do that every time Frog comes in. I would be mad as hell if I did all that work and then they're like, oh, I'm going to change it last minute. I'm going to change it. I'd be mad as hell. Oh, I forgot your other frog sound. I have to do the frog sounds every time Frog comes in. I would be mad if I did all that work. Man, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of what other foods, like lobster's okay. Oh, I'll tell you something else I would like to add to my last meal rights and regulations. A good old crawfish boil. Crawfish boil is so good. But I don't know if I would have that as the last meal. I mean, it's good as shit, but it's not my like, oh my God, this is the life-changingest thing ever. I would probably still go with my mama's fried pork chops. Or her fried chicken, or both. Yes, both. I need the fried chicken and the fried pork chops. I need the baked mac and cheese. I need those little potatoes she do with the seasoning and stuff. And yeah. Electric wiggle scooter. Let me look that up. Electric wiggle scooter. What is it? Oh, that'd be pretty. Man, I wish they'd had that when my son was little. Oh, he would have had so much fun on one of them little things. Oh, he would have had so much fun. You can get one on Amazon for $33.64, just to let people know. They have certain ones for certain prices. You can get one at Walmart for $79.99. I would suggest going to Amazon, just my personal opinion, because they got them for like $35 on some of them. Some of them, they got them for $100 and something, child. Woo, hell. That's crazy. Now, my cousin, I remember when they came out, and it's for bigger kids as well. Yeah, my son's almost 18. So, yeah. Yours was 134. Child, I saw that on here when I was looking. When I saw some of them $100 and some dollars, I was like, whoo, child. Made me want to pass out. Made me want to pass out, child. That's another thing I will give and tell any new parent or a child, anybody that you know is going to be a new parent, a couple of things that I would give them advice on. Buy up Christmas before it happens. Put it up. A little here, a little there. And it won't be so hard on you come Christmas time, right? A little there, a little here. Save up money for the big gift, right? Buy the little stuff, though, early. Okay? Stocking stuffers, all that shit. Buy up their clothes a year in advance when things go on sale. It'll help you in the long run. Another thing, if you have a small teething baby, get some baby rags, okay? Wash them with a little bit of water, right? Get them wet. Put them in the freezer. Let them get cold to the point that they freeze a little bit. Let the baby chew on that. I'm going to tell you something. It's better than any teether that they ever had. And you got to keep a couple of them froze so you can switch them out. because they'll chew on that. It won't hurt their gums, and it'll help like get the swelling down and stuff like that. That's something I used to always do, Ups, is I would buy a little here, a little there. I would buy the clothes when they would go on sale. Because a lot of people don't know this. In January, they have a big sale every year to sell off the things they couldn't sell the year before. Every year at the end of summer, they have a big sale, and at the end of winter, because they're selling off for that season, right? So they will sit there and have those big ass sales. Buy for the next year. Go ahead and have that put up. And that way things won't be so hard on you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a single parent, you're doing it by yourself, or even if you do have somebody there, but you're still doing most of the buying yourself. That's the best way to do it. You buy ahead of time. That way you don't have to worry about it. I used to buy up that. Now, my son's birthday, because the way his birthday falls around in January, it always falls with the sales. So I used to love his birthday. There were some times that big Christmas gift, I would get it for his birthday because it would be on sale. So my friend would pay $60 for a certain toy for her son. I'd get it for $20 come his birthday. And my son would have the same expensive ass gift. And she'd get mad because I'd get it on sale. I'm like, I can't help I got it on sale and his birthday falls around perfectly. Her birthday falls 2 weeks before Xmas. Child, so you got to get both. See, his fell 2 weeks after. It's 2.5, almost 3 weeks after Christmas, right? So he gets in that time zone where everything's on sale, and I used to love it. I was like, hell yeah. Yours is January 11th. My son is the 16th. January 16th. So I would get all those good sales. I was like, yeah. So he would get Christmas, and then he would get birthday a couple weeks later. I did get lucky on that one. And my son always had to have a suit for Christmas. So every year, one of his gifts, he loved it, was a suit. And he'd want to put it on right away. Like, my son loves to wear like 3-piece suits and shit. Loves the shit. I don't know many people who love wearing that stuff. He absolutely loves it. Oh, he was spoiled. I'll tell you what, he was my miracle and only child, and he was the only grandchild on one side, and on the other side, he was the he's like the baby, if that makes sense. So he got spoiled significantly. But he's actually a really good kid. To be as spoiled as he was, you would think he would have like spoiled brat tendencies. He doesn't. He's actually a very good, grateful kid. He's super respectful. Not saying he didn't have like his moments when he was a little bit younger, but he grew out of that, and he is like the best young man. I get upset now because he wants to do everything on his own. Like, he cooks, he cleans, he does his room. He don't need me no more. And so it kind of like, but I'm mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said, excuse me, but I'm a classic man and I like to dress up. I've never met a kid that absolutely loved wearing stuff like that, but he did. And to this day, he can't stand to, like, when he goes somewhere, he has on his nice belt, his jeans, usually a button-up shirt. He puts on, like he is to this day still OCD about stuff. My son was spoiled, but not to the point that it changed who he was, if that makes sense. Like, he worked for things. He would help unload the dishwasher, help bring in groceries to get his money, if that makes sense. Like, he was spoiled in some ways, and in other ways, he learned responsibility. So he is actually very well-rounded. I think that's another thing that we have to teach our kids is to work for their and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give this word of advice for all parents. If you have small kids, turn cleaning time and cleanup time into a game. They will love helping you pick up their toys if they think it's a game. And if they get something afterward, it's like a reward system. But I used to turn cleaning time into a game itself. Works really good. It really does. If kids thinks it's a game, they'll help you clean. Well, I'm gonna say this: they're only little for a little while, so we have to. I'm gonna say this: don't blink. Any person here who will tell you that they got kids and grandkids, before you know it, before you blink, so much time has went by, and you'll miss out. Don't miss out on any of those moments, because you'll miss it, and you'll regret it. Don't miss out on any moment, because sometimes I still wish my son had that little baby voice, that little sweet, cutesy voice. I love you, mommy. And that's, I love you, mom. You know what I'm saying? It's like that deep man voice now, but I miss that littleness. I miss when he, was tiny, but then sometimes I don't because I'm like, he's turned into such a great young man. You got that baby spoiled. That's why the other day when she wanted that ice cream, she ended up getting it. She ended up getting it. She's like, I was, see what had happened was in retrospect, she wanted it, so she got it. I know sometimes you have to be firm with her and everything because a lot of people don't understand how you have to do that, but you have to do that sometimes with kids because they just want what they want. They're kids. And especially when you have a special needs child who doesn't quite understand what, no means, you have to teach them that. And I know that you've been working hard on that. But you still sometimes give in. Sometimes when they get so independent, it hurts your feelings. You're like, but I'm supposed to help you with this. Sometimes you have to pick your battles. Sometimes you have to pick your battles. You really do. And choose, is this worth having an argument over? Is this worth a full meltdown? Is this really worth it? Sometimes you have to pick and choose when you have a special needs child because I've had many special needs children around me in my lifetime. So I do understand that you have to pick and choose to win your battles. Sometimes a win is a win and you gotta take that win, A lot of people don't understand what it is to have to, compromise and have to deal with that kind of situation. And sometimes just getting them to help you pick up the toy box is a win. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Catherine. See, we got to be proud of our babies who did that thing. My son wants to go into robotics or electrical engineering. That's what he wants to do. That's physically he cannot enter the military. He would not be able to pass the physical. They wouldn't allow him because of his cerebral palsy. Even if it is mild CP, they still he wouldn't qualify. So his things is he's going to go either into robotics or electrical engineering. But I'm going to tell you something. Anybody who enters the military, I want to thank them for their service and the things that they do for this country. And I would be extremely proud if my child or grandchildren or so on and so forth went into the military. And also it's they get good education and benefits from being military. Also, being a massage therapist is a good thing. They make good money doing that. And a Havoc Tech, man, let me tell you something. People don't know how much they make. They good. I think every child is different. Every child does what they want, and my son is going to go into that. And right now, he is studying to take his test and whatnot. And I have him signed up for all the things and all the stuff. Oh, I hope and I look ups. I hope he whatever he decides to do, that he does well at it. And any child, any of our kids, you know what I'm saying, or grandkids or great grandkids for those who have them, I hope that they get to do and follow their dreams and have a good life. Because I'm gonna say this: let your kids be kids as long as you could possibly let them. Because this world, we already know. We all said, "I can't wait to grow up." No, no, you don't take for granted, because some people didn't get to have a childhood. Some people had to grow up early, and it wasn't fair. It wasn't, I wish they could have had that, but some people had no choice but to grow up sooner than they should. Um, and let kids be kids as long as they possibly can, because we all know what adulting is like, and adulting sucks. You know what I'm saying? Let them be a kid as long as they can and experience happiness and joy. Because for long, the real world will smack them upside the head. Your daughter is going into political science. That's going to be cool. Oh, I'm gonna say this: Nala already knows she's the boss. She's like, you know what song you should play for Nala, and I think she would love. It's a song that came out when we were in, or me, myself, and I was in high school. I'm not sure if you were in high school or in your early 20s, but I'm bossy. I'm the one y'all love to hate. I bet she would love that song. Who sung that song anyway? Shoot, I forgot. Khalees and Korma. I'm bossy. I taught that to my little niece. Khalees sung that. I taught that to my little niece, and child, she ran around at the time, telling everybody she had her little hand on her hip and would go, "I'm boss." Oh yeah. So yeah, I was in your 20s. So I'm only 38, so we're a couple years apart, but not too many. So you were in your 20s about that time, because I was like 18 or 19. I think I was 19 when it came out, so 18 or 19, something like that. So it came out October 25th, 2009. It was the original song's Khalees Bossy featuring Too Short. But I had her with her little hand on her hip, run around saying, "I'm bossy." Oh, she likes the old school stuff. I had her sitting there singing that song when she was little. It was hilarious. Oh, here comes the rain. It's raining over there, Frog. Oh, you and Melissa went to the same junior high. She went to theater one, and you went to the advanced classes. I was in advanced classes from the time I was in, what was it, first grade, all the way up until in high school. I was on Beta Honors Club. I don't know if you know what Beta is, but Beta, it's called Beta Honor Society. I was A and B honor roll for most of my high school career on everything. Straight A's and straight B's, shout. I had B's in some things. I would have loved to have went to a theater school or something like that, but obviously, um, we didn't have stuff like that per se. I was offered into a program for the math and science specialty school that we have down here. And was offered a free ride scholarship in 10th grade to go to it. It's called it's something Mississippi Math and Science, but it's a school that's specialty when you're advanced. Yeah, most of the songs that that you like or that came out were in the 50s for you. Yeah, I'm a little bit younger, so most of mine were. Now I love the 80s. I do. I really love the 80s. Even though I was born in late 80s. Most of the things that I grew up with were in the 90s or early 2000s, except for what I listened to that my parents listened to, which was 70s and 80s music and stuff like that. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Math was your Achilles heel. See, math wasn't my Achilles heel. And here's the funny part: really good at grammar, really good at English, could diagram a sentence like nobody's business, but spelling was my Achilles heel. It always was. I was good at history, I was good at math, I was good at science. And in fact, when I took the ACT for the very first time, which I should not have taken it in 11th grade, I should have waited till 12th. I took it too soon. I had never, I didn't even take A&P before I took it. I'd only took in biology 1. I hadn't gotten far in math as I should have when I took it, but I made a 19 for the ACT on the science score. And for my ACT, first time I ever took it, I made an 18 my first try, which probably could have got better if I had taken some of those classes, because technically that was mostly what was on the ACT, was the classes I took in 12th grade. So maybe I should have waited and would have got a higher score, but I took it as that's what I needed to get into college, so I wasn't going to take that damn test again. I actually took it too soon. I should have waited, but hey, I still made a good score, so that's all that mattered to me. And I had to take state standardized tests for 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade that if you did not pass these tests, it was 4 specific tests, you could not graduate high school. One of them was biology 1. The other was algebra 2. One of the tests was English 3. And the other was, what was the other one? We had to take there was a fourth one. It was a history one. And I passed all of them with flying colors. In fact, I made the highest score on the biology one. The highest score in the entire class for my entire class, which was a lot of kids. We had a lot of kids in my school for my year. My senior graduating class had over 300 students. I was in the top 50 of the class, the top 10%. So, yeah, we had over 300 graduating. We almost graduated the entire school. That's how many we had. I was good at science. I was good at history. For some reason, spelling was always mine. I'm good at grammar. I'm great at it. Oh, I love doing those two ups, watching all the people argue about new math versus old math. I'm going to tell you something. Go to college nowadays, and when they put college algebra on you, oh my God. Oh my God. It is terrible. I went and took it. It is terrible. Completing the square, one problem takes 4 pages. One problem, let me repeat this again, takes 4 pages to complete. That's front and back. This some bullshit. That is true, Miss Catherine. That is true. You remember a time when Northeast High School here in Philly would have over 700 students in their graduating class. That is not the case now in 2025. Yeah, college algebra nowadays. You do not want to do it. Oh my God, it's terrible. It was so bad. Like I wanted, like, oh, and my dumbass decided while online to try to take microbiology, A&P2, and college algebra during all the same semester. Yeah, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Microbiology in itself is a feat. Then you got AMP2, and you have to know all of the muscular system, the insertion and origin of every single muscle in the human body. Do you know how many muscles are in the human body? There's way more muscles than there are bones. Let me say it that way. Child, take 5 seconds to try to learn that. I'm going to tell you. My dogs are in here playing like hell. You hear them running around like little heathens? They just a playing. They happy as hell. They just a playing. Are you playing? You ought to see them. What, they not playing with you, Brew Brew? The littlest one's looking at me like, oh my God, they're not playing with me. I'm telling Mom on you. That was my older dog too. Bailey, she's about 8 or 9 now. And she gets the zoomies or the playfulness like once a day sometimes. And I guess this was her moment to want to go play. And then she'll get lazy and want to sleep for the rest of the day. Yeah, I will say, I think the cat would be a better fit, probably. I'm making it, Creole sis. I'm making it, child. I'm trying. Right now, I'm almost to the point of forcing myself because I am tired and I don't feel good, um, sick as hell. But I think I'll be all right. I'm trying to keep myself from getting a headache. That's what I'm trying to do. You gonna go get you a doggy today? What kind of doggy you gonna get you? I got 4 right now, and I got 2 if anybody wants one that I rescued that I'm still trying to find a home that's probably going to wind up being my dogs because we done named them and got them collars. They're outside, though. I only have 4 inside. Um, yeah. What kind of dog are you going to get? I love puppy doggies. I love animals in general. Oops, tomorrow. Okay. I have 2 lab puppies that I actually I know you don't, Mr. White. You said you had a crap ton that you take care of, but you got all that acreage, so you could do it, you know. I have the 2 outside that I actually they're big dogs though, yeah. They're lab pups and they're probably getting close to about a year old now. They were probably about 5 or 6 months when we took them in. I don't know. They're not like a year yet. But I named them Bessie and Lulu for right now until we can find them a home. We found the male pup a home right away, but nobody wants the poor females. And they're pretty little girls, sweet as pie. Somebody threw them out and the mama dog just didn't happen to make it. It was during the summer um, this summer. Somebody threw them out, and it was during a heat wave, and the mommy dog didn't make it. But we did rescue the puppies, and we got the male dog a home right away. But the females, nobody wants them, so it's probably gonna wind up. I'm gonna build them a pen outside, put them some dog houses in it, and just take care of them and whatnot. That's probably the way that's gonna run out. I really did or am trying to find them a home because I want them to have kids to play with and stuff like that because they're like really friendly, really hyper, really, you know, want that. No, we don't get really strong winters, Frog. Not Mississippi. We might get about a week of cold, maybe. Um, yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Racing. I know how it is to lose a fur baby. It's really hurtful, and I know you love that baby. Having it 18 years, that's a long time. I'm giving them away, Miss Catherine. Even if I have spent a lot of money to make sure they don't have ticks, all those things, feeding all the stuff that I put into them, I'm actually giving them away for free, for the free 99. I've got posters up at all my local grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? Local eateries and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm giving them away. I'm not selling them. I found them dropped off on the side of the road. You know, I'm not trying to sell the animals. I'm trying to find them a good home. We don't have bad winters where I live. I live in Mississippi. It's mostly warm down here. The only way I would actually have to sell them is if because I'm trying. I've been trying to get the pound because we have a humane society, and they're no kill shelter. I've been trying to get them to take them. I've posted them online. And I've been trying to get them to help me because it's going to become long that they're going to need to be fixed. Well, I already paid for my dog to get fixed, which was 200 and something, almost $300. I can't really afford it for them. That's another wait, hold on. Let me add that up. 400 and something dollars for both of them to get them fixed. And I'm trying to find them homes. But our shelter is overfilled. And that's why even when they were little bitty puppies, I couldn't get them to take them in. And so I'm just trying to do the best for what's for the dogs, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to throw them out in the cold. I don't want to do anything to the dogs because they're being unreasonable. So I'm just trying to do the best that I can do by them, you know? I don't want to do what somebody else did to them, which is awful. I don't know why anybody would just throw out puppies like that. Just throw them out. It just, if you can't, if you know that you can't take care of them, get your dogs fixed so they can't have puppies. Like, that's what I did. Both of my female dogs are fixed. My German Shepherd I had, who lived to be 14, 15, she was 15, I think, 14 or 15. Anyway, she was fixed. You know what I'm saying? If you know you can't afford to take care of the puppies, get your female dogs fixed so you don't have to worry about that shit. And they do have, in most areas, a free spay and neuter clinic if you're low income and you don't have a lot of income or you get any kind of government benefits. My grandmother actually got her cat fixed that way because she was an elderly lady. Obviously, she couldn't afford all those fees. They ended up only charging her $60 because he also had to have a shot. Because I don't know if you know this, but in the state of Mississippi and in most states, it is mandatory that they get a rabies shot. Mandatory. They have to get that shot. So she paid for that and paid for his medication, and he got spayed. He was a male cat, and it was $20 for the spay or neuter, but the medication and the shot and all that, and they kept him overnight. It ended up costing her only $60. But if you're low income, a lot of things they do have free spay or neuter clinics. So let's say you are a poor person, you don't have a lot of money. Look around. Sometimes vets will also have a like a pay per month type thing, or they actually do have where people will help pay for your animal to get spayed or neutered. It's like a charity thing, and you can actually yourself, let's say you got some extra money and you want to help somebody, call around to your local vet's office and see if they take charity donations for the care of animals, and they'll put it up for somebody who may not have the money but needs an emergency vet visit, like for their animal. They do have that in a lot of places. So I'm just, giving out things that possibly might not only if you need it, but might help others too. If you have a little extra money, check around at your local vets offices for that. Also, all humane societies always need dog food and cat food and heartworm treatments and things like that. And so, make donations. If you have old blankets that you don't need anymore, you can drop them off and it'll help the animals. Things like, let's say you have old blankets that you're just going to throw away. Well, you can donate them to a humane society and help the animals stay warm during the wintertime. Just saying, different things like that, bedding, all that stuff. It really helps them. But I'm fixing to get off here and get me some rest because, y'all, I am sick. And I'm extremely tired and I don't feel good. But I didn't want to have y'all, 2 days in a row or something like that. So if you don't see me, just know I'm probably taking a nap or I fell asleep or something because I am really tired and whatnot and everything. And I want to say thank y'all all for being here and much love. Yeah, Mr. White, a lot of the shots and things that dogs need, you can actually get from the local co-op. And as long as you know how to actually give the shots in the hip or under the muscle or near the bone, depending on what kind of shot it is, a lot of people can actually do that. You can buy a B12 shot. You can buy a lot of things at the local co-op, just saying. I'm hopefully will be getting better. I got sick. I think I did too much at this weekend when I went to Pride, and I think I was out in the heat too long and maybe didn't drink enough fluid. I'm not sure. I don't know. Might have caught something. You never know. But I love you all very, very much. And I will see you later on the streets. Also, please wash your ass, wash your face, preferably not with the same rag. We don't need you walking around here with ass face. Please make sure you wash, clean your face, clean your underarms, and Axe deodorant spray is not deodorant. You need regular deodorant. Use some dry spray. Don't be walking around here stinking. And please brush your teeth. Don't be walking around here with halitosis breath in this bitch. Okay? We don't need to smell you. All right. I love y'all. And thank y'all for the well wishes. I hope y'all have a good and blessed day today and all days. Much love. Love y'all so much. Bye.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood to the day that I go. From the TUPELO. I'm repping my hood, so love I'm gon' show. From the TUPELO. I'm ripping my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction. This was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding. Come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still. Crystalline swinging down on 1800, watching out for them knuckleheads that be staying round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out the street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse play it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, saw blue, a big Anthony Hughes and Pee.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm repping my